Hello and welcome. I'm Chaotic Plays Games, and this is Star Trek Online. I'll be trying to do a new series where I play as. Pretty sure it's going to be the. Let me check. Klingon. I think it's Klingon Defense Force. It doesn't tell me what the exact name is. But I'll be doing a new series on this, and I'll try to play through as much of the story as I can before either I get tired and frustrated on it, or I don't get enough views. I have one file as a Starfleet officer. I picked the alien race, and I picked tactical. And then I have another file, let's see, where I am a Romulan for the Romulan Empire. And I don't have any. Oh, I probably should also mention he was a. I can't remember, did I make him science or engineering? I believe I made him engineering. So this time I want to play as the Klingon Empire, which I haven't played as yet. And I will go with a science background. I think I'll play as an actual Klingon. As you may notice, some of these have like this little symbol right here. That's Zen. It's the currency on the game that you buy with real money. That's the only way to know it. To obtain it right now that I know of. There's probably others, but I've only had about 3 or 4 days of playing this game, so I don't know everything there is to know about. Let's see. It seems like each of your choices you can pick alien, where it's just like an undiscovered race, basically, which you can edit the appearance, give a interesting backstory and stuff, and they have a lot of traits. Like they start out with all these traits, but you can't equip all of them. But there's a lot. So when I play as Federation, I have Alien as my main character. But I definitely want to Klingon, but look at the different races. Orion, they're mainly slavers. Nausicaan, something like that. I do not know what they are. And I don't know Lethians either. I know a little bit about the join trills. It's like a parasite. The only way to tell what kind of parasite it is, it's by the markings on the face. And they actually get willing hosts. But it's whenever you talk to or do anything, interact with them, it's actually the parasite you're interacting with. Pretty much the host is gone, and the hosts are normally humans. Then you got these guys, the Gorns, probably one of the more recognizable characters if you're a fan of the first series of Star Trek. These guys are big brutes, and I hate fighting against the really big ones. These guys are Frostons, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're look like some kind of cat people. Don't have much experience with them. But now it's the Klingons I want to play as. So, depending on which thing you pick, I guess it's like a class, you have different options. Like, sometimes you'll get a mission where it'll, pop up and tell you, or give you an option to do something, and it'll have, in brackets, tactical, science, or engineering. Well, if you pick tactical, you only have access to tactical options. And so on and so forth. I probably should have thought this out ahead of time and really looked into it. As Starfleet, my first guy should have been engineering. That should have made the Romulan science, and then the Klingon tactical. It just seems to make more sense. I mean, look, you got 3 different races from the Klingon, well, 2 Klingons, and then another guy who's in the Klingon Empire. As pictures for tactical. But I didn't do that, so I'm gonna do science. I may start over and pick a different one for him, depending on how the first few episodes go. Alright, so species chosen. But let's go ahead and look at what gets accurate. which is nice. Keen senses, aggressive, astrophysicist, conservation of energy, covert, creative, elusive, field researcher, honorable warrior, lucky, medical vanguard, peak health, physical strength, stubborn, sturdy, sure-footed, techie, warp theorist. That's interesting. They prize tradition, honors, strength above everything else. So, okay. Next, move on to appearance. Alright. Got some choices. Battle armor doesn't look too bad. This doesn't either. Ceremonial armor's okay. The tunic just, it kind of looks a little odd to me. Scarlet doesn't look bad. Still does either. I think I'll go with Scarlet for now. I don't know. Let's look at battle armor again. Either ceremonial or Scarlet. I think I will go with Scarlet for now. Apply to my character. Move on to the head. I want it to be young. Looks like he has a scar. I want this guy to be like really young. You know, untested, unproven. Alright, so bit of a difference in the complexions. I normally don't mess with complexions. I don't really want to mess with the ridges much. Yeah, I just don't have much of an eye for detail, I guess, on that. No tattoos or scars. Well, maybe a tattoo. And I don't like how they're just like one part of his face rather than be symmetrical. Dread standard. I think I might actually wind up sticking with that. Just because it seems like what most Klingons have. Let's see. Epic beard. I think I might go with goatee. Gotta remember, he's not that old. I can always change these later on. There we go. Probably change the hair color. I think this is the closest to black we're gonna get. Still doesn't quite look black to me. Alright. Eye attach. Klingon eye patch. That just looks a little weird, in my opinion. I don't really mess with any of these other stuff, except height. If I'm playing as Klingon, I want to be as intimidating as possible. But this is still for the head. I forgot about that. It's on the body. I'll mess with the height. Let's see. Torso length. And let's see, there should be some leg length. Increase arm length a little bit as well. Alright. I think all the other settings are good. Onto uniform. Can't actually change the colors. Don't quite like this black though. I replaced black with white. See how that looks. Right now, replace the red with something else. I think that black looks good. Actually, I think I'll go back to the red. Yeah, I think this is good like it is. Okay. Let's see, what's this Klingon spine armor? Make it red. White. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Belt. Gotta have a belt. Maybe that looks good. Though this part might bear red. Okay, I think I've spent more than enough on character creation. There's just so many choices you can do. Background. I just have a name. I don't really fill in the biography, it's not necessary. Oh, you actually get put in a ship name. You know what? We're gonna go with the IKS Sparta. Seems like it'd suit them. Captain name. We'll go with. Should we go with first or last name? And we'll go with first name. Alright, Magnus Ragnar. That sounds good. It just, to me, seems a little weird to be called Captain and your first name, so that's why I switched them around. Everything else looks good, so let's engage.
Too long we have turned our hearts from the path of Father's name. I have watched you train. I have witnessed your prowess, your victory. Now it is your duty, your honor, to serve the Empire. Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Wait and remember the call of our fathers. You will be challenged. You will know pain, but you will not bend or break. passion and earn your place in the halls of Stovacor. By the blood of Kalis, it will be glorious!
Welcome to Star Trek Online. You are the second officer aboard a Klingon bird of prey, currently in charge of the Night Watch. You are in command of the ship while Captain Jurlek and First Officer Duran are off duty. Your shift nears its end. Third Officer Lieutenant Kagan would like to have a word with you before you leave the bridge.
Alright, so that was the intro. I was going to say something before the intro, but it was so long that I forgot. Alright. I would say, for the record, Klingons aren't my favorite group. My favorite group would be the Federation. I thought it might be interesting to play as them, or do a let's play as them.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads.
I will say this, I don't like fighting against them. Oops. Yeah, I gotta fix that later. I don't like fighting against them because they keep using that cloaking ability, disappearing right before I kill them, and it just gets annoying. So it will be interesting playing as them. I know it says like you can press F,
To move,
select them, and then
WA,
click this,
SMG
or you can
keys
use
to
the
look around.
right mouse button.
Sir, we are nearing the end of the shift. I have logged the watch into the duty logs. I recommend approving them and the records of battle before Captain Jurlek arrives.
One of the differences between this and the plans the other two is if you play as Starfleet, you start off as like academy guy in the tutorial mission, and by the end of it you become captain. On here you start out as a second officer right off the bat. Saves a little time compared to when you start Starfleet, because you'll just start out as cadet, then get assigned second officer, and then you become captain.
Yes, sir. Everything awaiting your approval is on the console to the right of the main view screen.
That will be all.
You have completed a task by approving the duty.
I really like how in the tutorial missions, most of it is fully voiced.
I see the logs are updated and approved. I took it upon myself to make some adjustments to the standard disruptor target practice program on the holodeck. I think you'll enjoy the improvements.
I look forward to it, Lieutenant. Guapla! I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know any Klingon, so.
Captain on the bridge.
I do like the series Star Trek, but I'm not a Trekkie or Trekker, whatever the difference is.
Look, I see you kept my ship from blowing up during the night watch. Get to the racks as soon as you can. Your next shift starts in 6 hours. First Officer Duran and I will take it from here.
He's not the nicest of guys, but then again, most Klingons aren't. The only Klingon I really liked was Worf.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are.
I've actually gotten
Center of the
hooked
room
on this
and then
game,
target and destroy.
even though the missions are pretty much the same. Space missions, you scan stuff, you shoot stuff. Ground missions, you shoot stuff, you scan stuff. Pretty much
In
the same.
combat, right-click on a target to fire your weapon.
There's also this. Press B and then you just keep clicking. there he is. All the tutorial missions have this kind of training thing.
While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available.
I don't see anyone else. Am I missing something?
Targeting. Lesson 1 of 6. Targeting can be accomplished via the tab key, which targets the next nearest enemy in your current field of view. Or primary attack. Secondary expose. Lesson 4 of 6. Many secondary attack. Flanking. Lesson. Targeting.
Alright, I guess I leave. Okay. Skipping through all this stuff because I've done it before.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
I will mention that this video, because of the character creation, is going to be the longest video I'll probably do. And I'll have the rest set towards, like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Oh, did I take the wrong door? Okay, go to sleep. Ooh, what's gonna happen later that day?
IKS Sigma. This is Captain Jurlek. We are ready to receive the transfer.
Captain Jurlek, this is Captain Khadgar of the IKS Sigma. We're beaming over the Federation prisoner now.
Prisoner received, Sigma.
Oh no, it's the Federation.
Shields! Rain shields! Battle stations! All crew battle stations!
Normally I'd be happy to see the Federation shit, but this is killing us. Maybe not.
Sometimes missions specialized to your...
I'm pretty sure I can only heal these guys because I'm a science officer. Okay, so let me go for this way. Yeah, if I was an engineer, I'd probably have a chance to repair or something. If it's tactical, do something to improve weapons or something. That's how it usually goes.
Kappa, you're alive. This is First Officer Duran. And here's the situation. We took custody of a Federation prisoner from the IKS Sigma almost immediately after transport. A Starfleet cruiser showed up and attacked. We took some severe damage, but we were able to get our shields up before they could beam over. They've launched shuttles and have boarded the ship on the lower decks.
It kind of sounds and looks like a pirate.
Our security teams are tied up all over the ship, so I need your help securing the lower deck. Grab a rifle from the armory locker, and then make your way to the lower decks. I don't know how they were able to enter our shuttle bay, so check the bodies for anything that can give us a clue as to how they were able to board us. One or two of them might be carrying something useful.
Interact with the armory locker by clicking. Once you've equipped the rifle,
Okay, I already know this. Oh, here it is. Alright, you accesses your equip screen, and then I accesses your inventory.
you can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z.
What I normally do is things I want to recycle, like this white stuff or stuff I've used before, I always put in the very bottom so I can keep them organized. That way I don't sell anything that's useful. I do get tired of these tutorials, or these tooltips. Nope, they didn't drop any items. Cut off from there, so I do have to keep going this way. Switch into the where's the backlog. It's kind of interesting.
Drop for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Just hitting him wouldn't do anything. But like the ultimate fire, this is like a shotgun. Coded Federation message. I killed 2 more people. I'll switch to this. Contact! He had the shield once just run away. Oh yeah, I need to get out of there. It's just better to shoot them, even though I really wanted to just melee them. Okay. The note bears Captain Jurlek's command codes and contains the following text. This is Captain Jurlek of the IKS Sparta. We have the prisoner you seek. I do not wish to be captured or killed. I will permit your boarding shells to land on my ship in exchange for my release once you have the prisoner. My crew must never learn this, so arm your boarding parties. Expect resistance once you board.
You recovered that message from the Federation borders? My suspicions about our patak of a captain have been confirmed. I've been seeing signs of Jurlek's cowardice and incompetence for months now. But finally, this is the proof I need to challenge him. I see you are near the brig. I want you to talk to the Federation prisoner there. Find out why he is so valuable, and then report back directly to me. Kapla!
Alright. I feel kind of bad shooting these Federation people since I'm used to playing as them. Doesn't look familiar.
Ah, someone wants to talk. First off, this is Captain Jurlek's ship, correct? And if my hunch is correct, Jurlek allowed the Federation to land in an effort to rescue me, thereby saving his own hide in the process.
You know a lot for someone who's been in a cell the entire time.
It's my business to know things. Does First Officer Duran know of the Captain's betrayal? If she does, I expect she's already challenged and killed Captain Jurlek by now. Honor duels in the Klingon chain of command. So predictable. Challenge the person above you to a duel to the death. And if you win, you get their rank and position.
I have no idea what my guy was doing. Was he like deactivating force field or something?
Trying to reach First Officer Duran.
Contact him.
I regret to inform you that she has been relieved of her duties permanently. But I am glad it is you who called. You are my new First Officer. I suggest you make your way to the bridge and prepare to follow my orders.
You killed First Officer Duran?
Yes, I killed her. She insulted my honor with baseless accusations of treason, and then attempted to take my ship through treachery.
The accusations were not unfounded. I learned your betrayal myself.
Now it makes sense. As my new first officer, I hope you are not as foolish as Duran was. Or do you want to join her in death?
Captain Jurlek killed First Officer Duran. That I did not foresee. Jurlek
Why are
is
they
a
shooting
coward,
at
and he
him
was
like
one
that?
we could easily remove. Duran should have been able to get the job done.
Shut up, Federation dog. You could possibly
Like I said,
protected any
it's
of
my
this.
business to know things. Captain Jurlek wants to trade me for his life. More of your crewmates will die in the process.
Oh,
If
like
you have other plans, well,
they
don't let me tell you
Federation
what you need to
respawn or
do.
something, trying to kill me. I would need that, but
Members of the
since I'm
Klingon
being
Defense
shot.
Force can challenge the officer above them in rank in a duel to the death. If they win, they
When
earn
did
the
they get
right
here?
to challenge
I
hell,
killed them all
up
out.
to and including captain of the ship. The doors on the other side of the room will bring you to the turbo lift, which you can then
Oh,
take
but
to
why
the
is my
bridge
gun
and
not
challenge
working?
Captain Jurlek for command of the ship.
I was not trying to. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, I was trying to use that, but made me roll instead. Okay. Go through here. I guess I gotta kill the guy.
The direction of your objectives also appears on your compass.
You have arrived. Are you fit to assume your new rank?
I am Ragnar. I now take my place as first officer. I serve the captain, but I stand for the crew.
And by stand for the crew, I assume you mean kill the captain and take his place? Foolish child. You don't understand. The Federation is the enemy the Klingon Empire cannot defeat. Time and time again, for centuries now, we have battled them again and again. And when we were allies, the Federation dominated us, subsuming our culture with their own.
Alright, that's all the time I have for this episode. So, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you next time where we will finish this